Each time you try something new or jump into a different space, there's an opportunity to learn.
Career journeys within data science and AI. Did you always want to work in data science and AI? How did you get into this sector?
So I didn't always want to work in data science and AI. I started off not by doing a STEM degree. I did a degree in history and politics. I then did a master's in international security and terrorism and ended up working at a research organisation. And that's where I really got interested in emerging technology and saw a job opening at the Turing. And that's how I ended up working here.
I still joke that I don't know what I want to be when I grow up because I did a degree in natural sciences and then I did a forensic master's, and even at that point I wasn't entirely sure how I wanted to apply those skills, so I kind of fell into government analysis, to be honest, and have stayed because I'm really passionate about the impact that I can have and the impact that we can have on UK society, essentially.
Truth be told, I didn't know I always wanted to work with AI or in the data science industry. However, after leaving university, I realized that AI work explores and expands your own mathematical capability, which is something that's important for me.
Data science came much later and was really sort of a slow discovery where I had data exposure in a few different roles across my work, and I increasingly realized A, how important it was to decision making, B, how much of a gulf there is between people who do data and people who don't do data, and see the element of translation and how having understanding on both sides is so incredibly important to actually making sure the data has the impact that it needs to.
What has been the most challenging part of your career journey so far, and what did you do to overcome that challenge?
Something I've found quite challenging in my career is building up my level of confidence. But as I've got older and as I've entered the workplace, that confidence has dipped. And something I've done to overcome it is really put myself out there and do things like public speaking or things like talking to a camera. And that helps to build my confidence, as the more I do it, the more I learn that actually I can be quite good at it and I can speak about my topics with authority.
When I joined the Turing and moved into the research field and learning all the nuances of academic culture and how things are done. I think sometimes when we do make these leaps, it can be daunting or scary and we question, do I belong here?
Imposter syndrome. Feeling like I wasn't good enough to do the work I was being asked to do because I didn't feel like I had the right background knowledge. I was spending so much time learning how to program and learning how all these different things work. Everything just felt overwhelming all the time. What changed that for me was realizing that everyone is like this in this world with so many professions. Like even the people who I admire and look up to the most, I would talk to them about careers and they'd tell me like, yeah, I was really nervous applying for this thing, or I knew nothing when I started. And you really don't think that when you start because everyone looks so intelligent. They're talking about these amazing projects that you feel are totally inaccessible.
How easy is it to move between government departments?
Fundamentally, it's really easy to move. You apply for a job in a different department, and if you get it, great. Or you can do a loan or a secondment, which is what I'm currently on with the Defence Science Technology Lab from the Cabinet Office, and that lets you go to a different department for a short amount of time, pre-agreed.
What routes into your organisation are there, and where could someone find more information about these?
So I would say there's quite a few different routes into government, the civil service more broadly, irrespective of which department or agency that you're in. Each department or agency will have their own slightly different things, and you can often find it out through gov.uk and their sort of page on that website. That can include an apprenticeship scheme. It can include literally just what I would call mainstreaming and just applying for a job. And there's lots of different ones across lots of different levels, so you can get in that way. And then the fast streamers are formal graduate program. Some departments even have their own graduate program that you can apply for separately. And again, either civil service jobs or gov.uk and the actual departments page is one of the best places to go in the first instance.